In a boxing match, kickboxing event, or other similar competitions, it's not uncommon for fighters to engage in behaviors that ultimately backfire on them. For instance, they might underestimate their opponents by showing a lack of respect. However, once the match begins, they often face the embarrassment caused by their actions.
Wow, qué velocidad de Morero. Sí. Realmente.
Take, for example, the fight between Tristan and not Logan Paul. At first, the two appeared to treat each other respectfully, but during the match, Paul began to act as though he was mocking his opponent.
I sure hope so.
I don't know about that haircut either. He's got hair inside his eyes right away. Tristan says.
How so? During the fight, Paul made hand gestures that elicited cheers from the audience. Many interpreted these gestures as a sign that Ham was perceived as weak. Ham, of course, didn't let this slide. He responded decisively, landing some direct punches on Paul's face as if to give him a clear message.
Paul needed to do, be the aggressor, be the offensive.
Big right hand, and not Logan Paul. It's not going to be standing up.
He's out.
He knocked him.
It didn't stop there. Paul received yet another powerful blow from Ham, which ultimately left him lying on the ring floor.
That was good game today.
But Tristan.
Thus, Tristan emerged victorious in this fight, leaving Paul to deal with the humiliation of his actions.
Paul needed to do, be the aggressor, be the offensive.
Big right hand, and not
Good game today.
But Tristan.
A similar example of disrespect leading to embarrassment occurred in a fight between Yad Payak and Raphael back in 2017. So, what exactly happened that caused this outcome?
ทีก็มันทุกครั้งครับโอ้โหหน้าผากด้วยหน้าผากด้วย
At the start of the match, Yad Payak made bold hand gestures, seemingly taunting his opponent as if he would easily dominate the fight. Indeed, in the first round, Yad Payak's punches were effective, causing Raphael's forehead to bleed continuously.
แบ็คคิกครับราฟาเอลแบ็คคิกกังหันต้องลงต้องระวังครับยอดพยัคฆ์นักมวยไทยโดนลูก
Perhaps feeling overconfident after injuring his opponent, Yad Payak believed victory was within his grasp. This was evident at the end of the first round, as he made gestures suggesting he had already won the fight.
ดูครับเลือดของราฟาเอลนี่
ดูเดชาดูแผ่นหลังนี่ครับทำท่า
But fate had other plans. Raphael managed to land a precise punch on Yad Payak's face, causing him to lose balance and fall.
2เริ่มขึ้นแล้วครับ
นี่นะครับ
In the end, the victory that Yad Payak had been so confident about slipped away, with Raphael claiming the win instead.
สองโต๊ะลูกนี้นี่
ศอกหน้าครับหักสวนเลยครับหักสวนทางกำปั้นเลยครับโป๊กถึงก่อนครับแม่ดีว่ากลางหน้าผากพอดีครับ
Disrespectful behavior toward an opponent also occurred in the match between Claudio Morero and Jesus Rojas. Even before the fight began, Morero displayed expressions that showed a lack of respect toward his opponent. During the match, Morero continued to demonstrate his disrespect toward Rojas.
Los guantes, ¿eh? Wow, qué velocidad de Morero. Sí.
Realmente.
On several occasions, he made gestures that belittled his opponent. It even seemed as though Morero was merely toying with Rojas. Did he truly believe Rojas was that weak? Or perhaps he thought he was simply too strong to be defeated.
Guzmán, ¿no?
Sí, Joan Guzmán me parece que era uno de los mejores en ese estilo.
Definitivamente, gran peleador.
At one point, Morero, standing at the edge of the ring, once again displayed his disregard for his opponent, a behavior that infuriated the spectators. What Morero failed to realize was that his lack of focus gave Rojas the perfect opening in the third round. Rojas seized the opportunity, landing a powerful punch that brought Morero to the ground. And so, the one who was underestimated triumphed in this fight.
Morero demasiado tiempo sin tirar el golpe cuando estaba.
Un gancho cortico ahí.
Cortito el gancho.
Lo sacó.
A similar karma unfolded during an MMA match between Matthew Coon and Ovidio Borquez. So, what kind of karma occurred and who ended up experiencing it? At first, the fight proceeded as expected. both fighters developed strategies and traded attacks in their quest to become the champion. But before long, Coon began making gestures that implied he was underestimating his opponent, and this wasn't a one-time occurrence.
Oh, nice level change.
The culmination came when Coon once again displayed a lack of respect for Borquez. And what happened next? With impressive skill, Borquez executed a jump knee kick, bringing Coon down to the Pentagon floor in an instant.
And it wasn't just then. And it wasn't just then. It's right there. It's even in the beginning exchanges in the beginning of the first round.
In the end, it was Coon who had to taste the bitter karma of his actions. Remarkably, the fight lasted only 1 round.
And it wasn't just then. It's right there. It's even in the beginning exchanges in the beginning of the first round.
This fight tells a different story, where Said Hamzezadeh showed disrespect toward Dmitry Vazhenko, a special forces officer from the Federal Prison Service. It began during the weigh-in session when Hamzezadeh pushed Vazhenko and acted in an unruly and disrespectful manner. But watch how Hamzezadeh's story ends. At the start of the fight, both fighters were cautious. Even Hamzezadeh, who had previously seemed poised to destroy his opponent.
Дмитрий, как правило, исповедует такой достаточно агрессивный стиль ведения боя, но вот сейчас, немного изменяя себе, он больше действует от соперника.
Shortly after, Hamzezadeh began applying pressure on his opponent, but surprisingly, Vazhenko managed to escape his attempts. Once again, Hamzezadeh tried to increase the pressure by taking Vazhenko to the ground. Yet, Vazhenko still managed to free himself from the grappling attempts.
Вот, по-моему, Саид решил потянуть соперника на себя. Такой длинный джеб, но при этом правая рука висит в момент нанесения удара. Дмитрию можно попробовать.
Not long after, Hamzezadeh made a critical mistake, allowing Vazhenko to land a clean punch directly on his face. This single powerful strike resulted in a knockout for Hamzezadeh, ending the fight in just 1 round. In the end, Hamzezadeh was left to bear the humiliation of his disrespectful behavior toward his opponent.
В голову заводит Дмитрий. Еще раз туда и все.
This time, let's look at the boxing match between Raymart Gallego and Yuya Nakamura. What made this fight particularly interesting was Nakamura's entrance into the ring. His expressions and warm-up routine immediately caught the attention of the audience. When his name was announced, he appeared confident that he would emerge victorious. But was that really the case?
To Yuya Nakamura!
Unfortunately, as soon as the referee started the fight, it became evident that Gallego dominated the match. Nakamura's skills were clearly no match for Gallego's. Gallego's aggression forced Nakamura to backpedal throughout the fight. On several occasions, Galleto's attacks caused Nakamura to lose his balance. Gallego even managed to knock Nakamura down several times with his powerful punches.
Etong si Nakamura is, kumbaga yung piron sa boxing catcher.
The climax came in the second round, where Nakamura was cornered and overwhelmed by relentless attacks from Gallego. Seeing this, the referee stepped in and ended the fight. In the end, Nakamura had to accept his defeat.
Power in both hands to Gallego.
Another fight that serves as a testament to the existence of karma took place between Elwin SoDo and Katsunari Takayama. So, what exactly happened? You can see for yourself how Takayama performed movements that caught the attention of the audience, even though SoDo was dominating the fight. During one round, Takayama could even be seen joking around, twirling his hands before throwing a punch. Ultimately, the referee stopped the fight in the 9th round, citing swelling on Takayama's face as the reason.
What heart in Takayama. He's taking these punches, coming forward, still digging down to the body, and SoDo just...
Though he had to accept defeat, it must be acknowledged that Takayama's durability was truly commendable.